Hey everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Jonathan Javier, the CEO of Wonsulting, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite platforms of all time, TikTok. I love TikTok. I'm actually one of the verified creators on the team, and it's just been a great experience so far, just working with so many different individuals to create content. But one of the things that we did at Wonsulting was we helped launch TikTok resumes. And today I'm going to go over different things about TikTok resumes. Number one, what is a TikTok resume? Number two, how do you make one? And number three, how can you use it to land a job? So what is a TikTok resume? So in July, TikTok launched TikTok resumes, which is basically you create a TikTok video, and that TikTok video can be utilized as an application to apply to different companies on TikTokResumes.com. Thankfully, we were chosen to actually kick it off. So what happened was I went on TikTok Live and 144,000 people attended. Yes, I did not stutter. 144,000 people attended. And we went through the platform of how you can utilize TikTok resumes to land a job, and also broke down exactly how you can make one so you can stand out in your application process. In TikTok resumes, it was a pilot. It went from July 7th to July 31st, but of course you can still make a TikTok resume today because we never know who's looking at your content, and that's why it's so effective. Now, what are the pros and cons of making a TikTok resume? So the pros are that you are able to express your personality and bring flavor simply in your application. Now, what does this mean? Traditional methods of applying to roles is simply you submit a black and white resume through an ATS system, and that's it. You hope for the best, but you expect the worst. With a TikTok resume, you're able to bring out your personality and also be creative when you are applying to companies. So companies will look at the video that you posted, and you'll be able to stand out and show your creativity. So for example, there was a girl before, she actually posted a TikTok resume about wanting to work at Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon picked it up, and guess what? She got the internship there. So you never know where TikTok resumes can land you jobs, and that's one of the pros of TikTok resumes. Another pro is that you're able to express your story rather than simply just going through and submitting a black and white resume. What does this mean? You can express how your background is, what you bring to the table, what your interests are, and also express your passion towards that company or position. You cannot sometimes say that simply through a resume. Now, what are the cons? The cons are, if you are introverted, it might feel a little awkward. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you're on video and you're introverted and sometimes you just don't know what to say, it might be harder than it seems. That is one of the downfalls of TikTok resumes. But if you are extroverted or if you want to get out of your shell, TikTok resumes is for you. And why I recommend TikTok resumes to everybody, even extroverts and introverts, is because you can simply click record, you can pause, you can also rewind, and you can make it perfect. If you mess up, you can simply erase and start over again. So those are the pros and cons of TikTok resumes. Now, how do you make a TikTok resume? Well, there's a lot of different ways you can make a TikTok resume. But what I'd recommend is this structure. Your first part should be an introduction of yourself. Think of TikTok resumes like a tell me about yourself when you're asked during an interview. The first part, like I said, is introduce yourself. Talk about your background, where you come from. Are you from a first generation background? Are you the first person that went to college in your school? What school did you go to? What skills or experiences do you bring to the table? Then what you do is you go into your past experiences. So let's say that you worked in a relative field directly to the position or company you're interested in. Mention that. Then you talk about your current experiences. So let's say that you're working as XYZ in XYZ company. Talk about how that is relevant to the position or company you are going for. Last but not least, talk about what your future goals are or what you want to accomplish in the future. You obviously want to work at the company that you are applying to through a TikTok resume, so mention why you're interested in that company or position in the future aspirations or goals. Last but not least, you can mention what you'd like to do outside of work. So for example, for me, I love playing basketball and working out and making TikTok videos with my baby Yoda pen. So let's bring it all in together. All those different things should be the structure. Your first part, the introduction of yourself and your background. The second part about your past experiences that are relevant to the position. Number 3, your current positions and if it's relevant to the role. And last but not least, your future aspirations and goals and what you like to do outside of work. After doing that, write it on a Google Doc and be sure to either recite it or record and pause throughout it. It's totally fine to pause. So when I was creating a TikTok resume before, what I would do is I'd record sections that I knew, and then I would simply pause it, and then I would go to the next video or the next section. Very simple to do, easy yet effective. Then what you do is you have to have your resume in your background. And what I like to tell people to do is you put your resume in the green screen in the back, make sure that it's seen, make sure that's legible, and what'll happen is you'll see those different parts of the structure I just talked about today, and you'll have your resume in the background. Then people can walk through exactly what you're going through because you'll be talking about your different experiences, and you'll structure it in a way where your resume is in the back and people can follow easily. So how can you use a TikTok resume to get a job? Well, it's actually easier than you think. This is what I'd recommend. Number 1, of course you post it on TikTok. So post it on TikTok, put the hashtag TikTok resumes, and you'll see a lot of different other individuals that have also created TikTok resumes too as well, which will also be in that funnel, in that hashtag. What I'd also recommend is if you don't know how to make a TikTok resume, go search TikTok resumes and go find people who've already made some and utilize what they've done to your own video. So that's number 1, posting your TikTok video. Number 2, I'd also recommend posting it on LinkedIn. Now, why do I recommend posting it on LinkedIn? The reason why is because you never know who's going to pick it up from LinkedIn. Example, there was a girl named Emily Vu, shout out to her, and she actually made a resume tailored directly towards Spotify. It picked up steam from the C-suites of Spotify, and she was actually able to get a product management internship just from posting it on LinkedIn. You never know who's actually looking at your content, which will allow you to be an even better candidate because you're not just simply applying to the role on an ATS or not just simply applying through a careers website. You are putting yourself out there to stand out, and that's what's going to help you land those jobs. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you appreciate us, definitely click that thumbs up button and click that notification bell so you can be notified when we are dropping new videos, which we're gonna be doing every week. Definitely check these videos out. It's gonna teach you how to build that perfect resume so you can land those interviews and those offers and turn from an underdog into a winner. I'll see you soon.